వీటి ప్రకారం వస్తే మనకు అవుతుంది. వీళ్ళు ఆర్కిల్ క్లాస్ గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసినప్పుడు నేను
సెవెన్ సైడ్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి. దీంట్లో ఏం లేదు. ఎయిత్ సెవెంత్ ఎయిత్.
ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసరికి okay, half of the time I will explain informatica, half of the time I will explain Oracle. Akhil, actually, here, right? Yeah, please start recording. Here, right, I already explained about the source analyzer and target designer. Why we use these two. To import the source, we are going to use source analyzer. To import the target object, we are going to use target designer. Yeah, since you are new, right? We are going to. Yesterday, I have shown the. This is the source analyzer where we will import the source object. This is the target designer where we will import the target designer. So after importing here, they will come and store it here in a source and target respectively. Source object will store in the source folder and target object will store in target folder. So once open the mapping, we have to drag that one I shown right yesterday, and drag the source and target. Then we have to create. Today I'm going to explain about this one. What is this one? Source qualified transformation. Please heading it in your notebook. Source qualified transformation. Source qualified transformation is active transformation and default transformation. What is meant by default transformation? Whenever you are dragging any object and the mapping designer, uh, automatically the source qualified transformation will come along with the source. That's why we call it as default transformation. Okay, let me check either informatica. It's not statica. Okay, let me write select columns, right? EMP NO, comma, EMP E name, comma, job, comma, yeah, MGR, comma, higher rate, comma, sal, comma, commission, comma, DEPTN from EMP. Whenever we are writing a override query, we should not mention the star. Why? Job
Job,
MGR.
job the
Job MGR. Right. I missed it. Because, right, this is the. If source is the table, informatica is going to be create the this query automatically. I will show how it is going to be create the query. Uh, so this is one of the performance technique, tuning technique also. How you performed, it means how you tuned your mappings. So instead of taking the complete table, I have to create. I have mentioned the column names in the query to pick the data. Only required columns. So how you are going to write? I will show you. So this one not at
సార్
started.
ఇమ్రాన్ లాబీలో ఉన్నాడు, అడ్మిన్ అంటే చేయండి సార్.
జస్ట్ 1 minute వెయిట్ చేస్తే మనకి అది కరెక్ట్ అయింది. ఎస్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు కదా. So here joins, you go to joins, right? So mostly important one, these three and this one we use in informatica. Yeah, all the joins are required. You have to understand, but self join, how you create, how you write the query, you should know left out join, right out join, full out join. Those are all the important. We can write the queries in source qualifier query, and we use. mm, so
కనెక్ట్ అయిందా?
కరెక్ట్ కాదు, కరెక్ట్ కాదు.
కాలేదు కాలేదు.
అదే చూస్తాను ఇప్పుడు. ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయిందా?
స్టార్ట్ అయింది.
స్టార్ట్ అయింది. స్టార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత 2 minutes అది వెయిట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే యా యూ కెన్ సీ అప్డేట్
డ్రాగన్ కాంప్లెక్స్ డైరెక్ట్ బ్యాక్ జనరేట్ అవుతుంది.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ly.
జనరేట్ అవుతుంది.
Yeah. Obviously, if you see, yesterday we have dragged and dropped, right? ETL అదే ఏ ETL అని తీసుకోం. మనం ఎప్పుడైతే డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేస్తున్నామో అయితే
కొన్నిట్లో జావా
ఇప్పుడు మనము దాని చేత వర్క్ చేపిస్తున్నాం అనమాట. డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేయించినప్పుడు బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో కొరి జనరేట్ అవుతుంది కదా. కొన్నిసార్లు ఏం చేయొచ్చు, అక్కడ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది ఓవర్ రైడ్ కొరి అని. వెన్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ దట్ ఓవర్ రైడ్ కొరి బై రైటింగ్ ద కొరి, it will stop the it will stop the generating the query. It will take this query and start executing.
So with the specific columns you can select.
Yeah, not only specific column, whatever we required. So for example, out of 8 columns we required only 5 columns. We can go for that query with that 5 columns, and we can run the we can run the sorry, we can paste it there in a source call for override query. I'll show today. Source call for override query, where class condition also I will say. For example, here I don't want to null values to be displayed, right? How we can display? Imran, any idea? Okay. Yeah, where class I have to put it. After where class, what is the condition to filter out these null values? I want to get only these records only. Whoever the values are there, whoever who are the values for the commission column, those customers only, sorry, those employees only I required. So where is not null, which column, which, which column commission is not null. This is the condition. So whenever you feel a new, please write in your notebook. So in coming days, right, whenever you start working, you have to learn these are all things.
సార్
So
అక్కడ
how,
డైరెక్ట్ వాల్యూస్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 తీసుకుని వస్తుంది కదా సార్.
wrong. Hmm? Okay. Let me see. Uh, where commission greater than, let me see, different ways are there. Commission greater than 0. Okay. So null means it's less than 0, no? Okay. Yeah, these two ways we can put this one. Either commission is not null, or commission greater than 0. CYML. Now I want to
4 రికార్డ్స్ వచ్చాయి.
అవును,
ఈచ్
4
జీరో
రికార్డ్స్.
వాల్యూ. జీరో కూడా వాల్యూ ఒక రికార్డ్ ఉంది.
అప్పుడు వచ్చేసరికి మనం వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆర్. ఇప్పుడు
ఫస్ట్
వచ్చేసి
వచ్చేసరి వీ షుడ్
ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేసి నాట్ నల్ అన్నారు కాబట్టి జీరో కూడా కౌంట్ అవుతుంది సార్, ఇంటీజర్ వాల్యూ కాబట్టి.
జీరో కూడా
జీరో కూడా కౌంట్ అవుతుంది, జీరో నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది కదా.
నాట్ నల్ కాబట్టి అది వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు నాకేంటంటే జీరో కూడా కావాలి అన్నప్పుడు
ఆర్
లెట్
ఈక్వల్
మీ
టు
సీ ఇదర్ దిస్ విల్ వర్క్ ఆర్ నాట్.
ఇక్కడ 4
కమిషన్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ ఆర్
ఆర్
ఈక్వల్ టు
ఈక్వల్ టు.
స్పేస్ ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళ.
ఆపరేషన్. సరే సరే, కమిషన్ 2 టైమ్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు then we can get this fourth record also.
సో
There's two years.
సచ్ డేటా నుంచి అందులో
Okay. To get only commission not null, commission not null, employees details. So this way. So main intention of writing this query is how I am going to use this query in our query. Instead of using we have filter transformation also in coming session. Coming days, right? We can see the using of filter transformation. The filter transformation filter the data like a where class how it has filter. Okay.
ఫస్ట్ ఇవి ఎన్ని ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్, యాక్టివ్ ఎన్ని, ప్యాసివ్ ఎన్ని చెప్పన్నాం.
Yeah, I'll show. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి ఇది రావట్లేదు, ఐ మీన్ కరెక్ట్ మళ్ళా Imran, correct. What is meant by active transformation, what is meant by passive transformation, I need to explain before starting the source qualified transformation. So yeah, where is my document? So first of all, to do the so many kinds of operations, we have list of transformations. Yeah, let me see once I can connect the informatica. Yeah, now I am able to connect. For example, take first step we have to create mapping menu. You know, right? Just I have to connect. After connecting, open here like this. That menu, main menu, mapping, create here mp underscore override query, override query. So yeah, first let me show how many type of transmissions we have to learn as part of informatica training. Yeah, this is the MP table, right? This is source table. This is source qualifier, which I told this is a default transmission. Whenever I dragged source, immediately along with the source, this is source. Along with source, we also receive source qualifier. This is transmission. So go here, transmission. What are the transmission we have? We can see create. So these are all the source qualifier transmission. The first one you can see after. Yeah, this list of transformations, update strategy, expression, store procedure. Once you start working in your project, you have to work on all these transformations. Sometimes you may need two or three, sometimes you may need another two. Like that randomly, for example, you got a task to join the two tables and load into the target. Then you need to work on the joiner transmission. How the joiner transmission will work, what is the key column, how many types of joins we can teach. Then you can understand. Suppose you want to filter multiple filter, like a filter means condition where class filter transmission, like a filter advanced router transmission. So for example, filter will condition supports one condition, router will supports multiple condition. Rank transmission, the name it will tell It is going to assign the rank. For example, salaries are there. Who is the top rank performer? Who is the lowest rank performer? We can understand based on the rank transformation.
So what's the router?
Yeah, in this we have two types of categories has been divided. One is active transmission, another one is passive transmission. Uh, yeah, what is mean by active transmission? Active transmission is the transmission which will actively participate on the source data, and it will give the difference number of records to the target. For example, 100 records we received from the source. Out of 100, based on his calculation, the record count will be changed. Like it will send 110 or it will send 90 records, either low or up, or equal, like 100 records without like that. The transformation which have capability to change the source record count. It is called active transformation. So let we this is the one you have to write in your notebook. So that when let me check in my document, I will show that one. If that one you can copy from there. Mm.
We can tell number of records passing through source is equal to number of records passing through target.
Yeah, then passive transformation. Whenever the say, doesn't have capability to change any kind of operations, then it is a passive transformation. Such as suppose 100 records were coming, target also 100 records same, then it can be passive transformation. Mm. So where is the
In active means the records keeps changing.
keep changing?
I
No,
mean, I mean,
not keep changing.
you
It
get
can be changed.
yeah.
Mm. Active means.
Passive
Passive means it doesn't have
change.
capability to change it. For example, transmission, the expression, you cannot increase the records or you cannot filter the record. Filter in the sense decrease the records. So that considers the active, passive transmission. The transmission doesn't have the capability to change the record count, source record count, while it is reaching to target. It's called passive transmission. అదే capability ఉంటే it's going to be active records. So the same way, other way you can tell that the record count between the source and target, if it is matching, it can be passive. But అక్కడ కౌంటర్ క్వశ్చన్ పడింది. ఆ విధంగా ఆన్సర్ చెప్పామంటే మన కౌంటర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. ఐ హ్యావ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫిల్టర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్, నో కండిషన్ ఐ హ్యావ్ గివెన్, ఆల్ ద రికార్డ్స్ కండిషన్ పాసిబుల్. సో all the records condition passed means source and target will be same. Then filter will be active. They will ask. Then you have to tell no. When it will be active transmission, the filter will be active transmission only. It is not passive transformation. Since all the for that particular scenario, all the records has been matched. That's why the records pass it to target. All the records pass to target. Control F. Active transformation.
మీది ఎస్క్యూఎల్ కదన్నా?
Sorry. Okay. So, whenever a transformation can change the records count while moving the data from the source to target, that a transformation called active transformation. An active transformation can change the number of rows that pass through the source to target. That is, eliminate the rows that do not meet the condition. And yeah, you have to uh, write it down. You have to write it down. This one. You have to copy the same answer. Like uh, so, ulta. What is passive transmission? Passive transmission is a passive transmission does not change the number of rows that pass through. Whenever the records are passing from source, right? Same same record count it reaches to target, then it called it as a passive transformation.
Yes.
So and also another kind of transmissions we have. What are those kind of connected and unconnected? So connected means, for example, this mapping. Yesterday we have created mapping source and target. I have given and one logic it is there. For example, this mapping. Here, source call for transmission. You can see physically it's connected. Physically it's connected. If any of the map, any of the transmission, like it's there in the mapping, it will be there in the mapping here, like this mapping. But uh, it's not physically touch with any other component. It will be there in the mapping. Then it's called unconnected lookup. Sorry, unconnected transmission. Such an unconnected transmissions which we have in stored procedure transmission and lookup transmission. We will talk about that one. And where is the map?
was
No, not this one. Mm, black bottle. Control D. Map it. Close. Um, map it. Yeah, override correct. So let me. Um, where it is struck. Yeah. So you should know what is the passive transmission. Passive transmission is, for example, we whenever we talk about passive transmission, right? Passive transmission, mostly we can give example expression transmission. Yeah, today or tomorrow we can tell about why we call it as a expression transmission. Expression transmission, right? Mostly we can get we have another uh, mm, what is run transmission? Run transmission is run transmission. Mm, why? Sorted transmission, active transmission. Mm. So based on this one, we have so many questions. Active transformation. So once again, we will discuss about after completion of all the transformation, which transformation comes under which category, why we have to consider that is active transformation, why we have to consider that is passive transformation. We will discuss that one. So what is the active transformation, the passive transformation? Sample filter and router transformation. Active transformation. What is a journal transformation? Which is active. Mm, so start. Why update strategy is active transformation? Um, okay, okay, leave it. Mm, this one. Yeah, connected. I told you right. Connected transformation is a transformation which is a part physically connected with the source and target. So source call for transmission. I show an example.
link will be there.
Link. Yeah, the link will be there. If that link is not there, it's considered as unconnected transformation. So you can see the both. So uh, here in this document you can see the list of transmissions which I have shown, right? These are all the most of the transmissions in our class we are going to discuss. We will add some more transmissions also, but for time being, aggregate one of the transmission which is the active transmission unconnected also. So this one, unconnected transmission, mm, this list of transmissions point of view we can see, and basically we are going to discuss about the source qualified transformation, so that's why I'm skipping this one, and after completion of all the transformations we will come back with this one to explain why this is a pass, why it is the active, and each transmission, what is the functionality of each transmission. So, come to. mm, what do you say? Okay, so yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. This is the source call for transformation. After source call for transformation, I am going to take one more target table. That is a target table same as employee. How many columns are there? Employee, employee, department. No, this is not the correct table to load the target EMP GPT. So actually, uh, same we can take TGTMP, whatever yesterday. Instead of creating one more schema table, one more table, I have can take. But I don't send the values to these three columns. You remember the guys who attended yesterday class? You guys remember this one example I have taken for the joining of the EMP and DEPT table. So few columns from DEPT table, few columns from EMP table. All together we have uh, dumped into the final table. For time being now, I am taking same table but with a different scenario which I am showing. Yeah. One simple question: which column we cannot give the లింక్ లేకుండా మనం ఏ కాలం ఉంచలేము. First one, table I rather suppose if it is a table, we cannot load without giving the link. That too, that column should be that if the column is a primary key column, must and should we have to pass the value. If it is a primary column, must and should we pass the value. That's why if it is a table, we should pass the link and we should uh, this should be primary key column in that case. But now it is not our scenario. The scenario is only we are going to give the override condition. So just now this table is a source is a table or file. It is a table. Whenever we have taken the file source is a table, then Informatica source qualifier have a capability to create the override query. It can create the override query. So what is mean by override query? Override query means instead of writing as system is going to override, like see properties. This is the SQL query. In this SQL query, just open generate SQL. This is the button you have to click generate SQL. What is this? Whenever you have written the generate SQL, this query is going to be give the source qualified transformation is going to give the query. This is a simple query. Only one table only we have used it. If it is multiple table, it will give the beautiful giant query also. Instead of we will write the query, it will give. After it write, we have to use that one into mm, filter operation. Filter operation is just I have written this query right. How to if we run this query, see here, just whenever I have written only EMP number, E name, job, MGR, like that I have written. Whenever system generating, every column prefixing with the table name also. Every column prefixing with the table name. This is full qualified. Full qualified in the sense, suppose if it is multiple tables, it has to every column should be denoted by which table this column is getting, like that. So while we are running, I can show entire data. This is the data
So it's something like a
schema. Uh,
అంటే మనకి schema అంటే like whatever columns are there, that code.
yeah, how it is going? Yeah, correct. How it is going to create the query? For example, very good question. You remember me? I have to just I have taken out these two columns. These two columns I have taken out, right? Okay, let me and also taken out. Let me take out higher debt and sales. Here, scissor mark is there. That scissor mark will delete the record. Apply. Okay. So here, please guess it. All the columns it will generate the query, or only the query whatever we have taken, those columns only it going to be generated. Please tell me. Uh, Now the query is not generated. Now I am going to generate the query by taking these two columns. By taking out two columns, see what will happen. What will happen? It will generate only whatever the columns you have given the link. So a linkage in columns matra it is going to be displayed. So out of eight, only six columns only you can see. The six column. So based on the just now you asked, right, is that guess or this is not the guess, it is going to be written the query based on the input columns.
We we have this option called guest query.
Guess query.
So
Yeah.
the system generates automatically.
Yeah,
Talent
correct. So first I'm going to mm, so here source qualified query. Just I am simply uh, see here. Whenever I remove here, here also data has been deleted. Control S, valid. And now I'm going to create the workflow. Right click this one, generate workflow. Last option. What is the last option? Generate workflow. Generate workflow. Next, it will show what are the objects available in this mapping. That source qualifier target. These are all will be considered into the workflow. So now finish it. This is the mapping. Sorry, this is the workflow name. It has been generated. Simply WF underscore. WF underscore has been prefixed before in front of the mapping. In front of the mapping. Mm, Control S. Mm, that is the step one completed. Step two also completed. Step two, once we go to the workflow manager, we have to open that particular mapping. So, చెప్పండి. చెప్పండి. వద్దండి. So, yes, what is the name? Override query. So here you observe the mapping name MP override query. Override query. MP override query. Here, just workflow has created WF is a prefixed MP override query. So it follows some standards. Just I am going to open. So whenever I open, right, only pending things are passing the connections only pending. So this is very easy way. You can go under HR schema. Instead of HR schema, we have to pass SQL ORCL. And the target, it is a table only. Sorry, file only. I have taken the file right. So what I am going to take is no header press, just output file name. Output file name. Sorry. Output field name. Output field names. That means we have to generate field names also. After that, mm, yeah, table name, right? We have to create a table name. By default, it's going to be dot out format. We have to give dot csv or dot txt. So this is um, simple mapping, right? Yeah. EM details. Employee details dot csv. So why I am have generated it. First to see how many records it has generated. Mm, I think this example for third time I'm showing same first day, second day, and third day also same one. So the guys who have not practiced, right, for them still blank only. I damn sure I can tell. The guys who practiced either my system or either their system, they have some idea. So where I have generated Informatica server folder. Informatica server C drive. C drive. After that, Informatica, server, info shared.
First,
For sure. Coming days, very very complex queries, complex mappings will become. Then it is very very difficult to understand, difficult to remember also.
bad points.
Cause yes,
Rejected.
TGT files.
Rejected. He rejected this.
No, yeah, EMPD.
And info rejected part again creates a rejected.
Uh,
The rejected records.
how it is going to be captured. You see here.
How it should
Uh,
like you're going to capture where it is captured. Bad files not
చాలా టైం ఇస్తాను అది ఇంకా just note down this bit. ఏవైతే చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నా. So 28. Today the file not came into this directory. So to see in this case right in real time how we track the file location where it has generated, uh, or either it has generated or failed. That one we have to check. Mm, connected. Imran, you are the guy going to be within soon, right? Daily 10 questions రాసే రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ నువ్వు తీసుకోబ్బా గ్రూప్లో పెట్టాడు. For example, today I will tell you, just note it down. Means mm, after the class also, whatever the questions are. If there is no assignment, as per my point of view, if there is no assignment, there is no meaning of class also session. వాళ్ళు చదవని చదువుకొని వాళ్ళు అండర్గో అని ఓకే. Yeah, there is no workflow here. The mapping has been not triggered at all. But it control is. Let me rerun. Start workflow. This is the yeah. Now it is running. Succeeded.
40
So
40 records are
go to target file. 29th. Yes, this is the file. Employee details. Hmm? Yeah. If I know the path of where it has been located, but you newly joined in project, if you don't know the path, here you have to go here, session log, go to session log, then uh, you have to look back for the target, or else control F. You can see the search button there, TARGET, target, type target. So next, find next. Hmm. Here you can see the path C informatica 10.4. This path, that means target, you can see. For example, if any error is there, you have to press E button. E. Whenever you press E, right, it move to, it will show the error like that. If you have a time, go to your log file. So much information is there.
so in real time we'll be having this
Mm.
well, something part also for the
Yes, this is also here. Yeah, same rejected.
it will be
If
like hard coded.
ఓకే దట్ అదెంత పారామీటరైజేషన్ ఇంకా ఇప్పుడు ఈజీ వే లేట్ చేసుకుంటాం ఇక్కడ కాదు. రియల్ టైం వచ్చి ఎట్లా ఉంటుందంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఈ పాత్ వచ్చింది కదా, ఇది సర్వర్ పాత్ అనమాట. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు విన్యస్ సిటీ. ఆ విన్యస్ సిటీలో అక్కడ ఉంటుంది ఆ పాత్లో, విన్యస్ సిటీలో ఈ పాత్ ఇవ్వాలి, ఈ పాత్ ఇవ్వాలి. అప్పుడు సో అక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఈ ఫైల్ జనరేట్ అయి ఉంటుంది, టార్గెట్ ఫైల్ జనరేట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. సో yeah, now you can yeah, let me open the file whatever I have created. Is that file has a yeah, how many records it has generated? 14 records it generated. Now my requirement is I need to generate only this commission.
It's not
Commission is not null. Those only two ways we can generate. Let me open, sorry, mapping. One way is by applying the where clause in source qualifier. Let it be All the columns will be uh, come here, hydrate and cells, right? Go to um, sorry,
Actually,
sa-
position అనేది mismatch అయింది దాంట్లో.
yeah,
సో records కూడా values
jumble అయిన
columns.
కరెక్ట్ కరెక్ట్. మనం ఈ నేమ్ ఇవేంటంటే ఒక ఆర్డర్లో లేదు. ఈ టేబుల్ ఒక ఆర్డర్లో ఉంది. జాబ్ జాబ్
They are
వచ్చేసరికి
tried for removing the column from this.
జాబ్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. సో యా యా while you are linking, while you are giving the link, right, your name was mgr plus mtr given commission, commission department number, you have to give the same as that. Yeah, for that one, you mapping document will help. This is our practice table. So there will be, right, hundreds of columns will be there. With the small difference, the columns will be there. So clarify, business analyst is going to be prepare one document called mapping document. That mapping document tells which column has to be linked with the which column. So hire date has to be linked with the joining date. So here, if you have a joining date, okay, yeah, here hire date only we have. Sal has to be joined with the total salary. Like that, it is going to be defined there. As per that definition, we are going to be create the mapping. So here, source qualified transformation properties. Now I'm going to generate, after generating, what I am going to write, applying the where class, where commission, uh, where emp dot commission column, I'm copying and pasting, mm, is not null. For special, right, for safety is not null. For safety, what we are doing is we are going to run this query
In Oracle.
in Oracle. Once that has given the expected result, then we can proceed for executing. If that query is not giving the expected result, then we will correct here only. Source qualifier transmission.
It's always better
Right.
to run in
It is going to. It
Oracle.
has given. So this is our. The whenever, what is the purpose of? What is the purpose of override right query? ఇంకా అసైన్మెంట్ టు యూ ఏం రాస్తామంటే, the query, with help of override query, we can customize our requirement as per the client requirement. We can customize the code and we can proceed for development. Second one is, instead of giving the burden to the IIS server, informatica server integration service, we can write the query. In the query generation part, the code will be skip and which causes the improving the performance. ఇప్పుడు చదవమని వీళ్ళని చెప్పను, కానీ ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఇప్పుడే కవర్ అవ్వాలి. కమింగ్ సెషన్స్ లో లేదు లేదు, దీంట్లో కష్టమే ఉంది, ఈ 2 lines చదువుకొని ఉంటుందా. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ అండ్ సెండ్. ఒకవేళ 10 గంటలలోపు నేను కనుక రాయకపోతే ఆన్సర్ నువ్వు నీది డ్యూటీ అనమాట. ఇమ్రాన్ ఆర్ అఖిల్.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. This like that. Whenever we are discussing subject, right? Suddenly, the interview question will come. Whenever I lost 80 interviews, whatever the interview I have attended, that interview, suppose it has been this question asked already. This is general question. Suppose if you go to the Google, right, they will say a lot of reasons, but the other persons may not understand. Oh, simply he think that he is from so that's why we should be very understandable, meaning we have to write the answers. And you see this one also, what is active and what is passive. How I have written, the active transformation will be differs the difference between the record count, source and target. దానికంటే ముందు ఏం చెప్పాలంటే, it actively participate in the source record, such as filtering, eliminating. These are all activities. For example, the records will be count will be changed from source to target, like that. Okay, yeah, come back to our practicals. This one, yeah, it's worked right, fine. That's why control S. Whenever we changed any changes in the mapping, whenever we change in mapping, what we have to do? We have to refresh the session. So how we refresh this? By clicking the refresh mapping option. Remember, refresh mapping. Then it is going to be display an exclamation symbol. Then Control S. Control S means saving. So now the changes has been implemented. What are the changes we have implemented? Earlier mapping execution and now earlier we have not given these two columns. Some two columns are not given. Earlier we have not used override query. These two changes we have done, right? These two changes we have tell to session. Session is calling this mapping MP override query. This session, you have to remember, workflow is calling session, session is calling mapping. That is the flow. So one session will call one mapping, one workflow call many sessions. One workflow call many sessions. As per our requirement, we can call. Yesterday I told we can configure either sequentially one after another session or parallelly one master job will be there. That means one workflow will be there. Like that we can create sessions like this దీని కింద మళ్ళీ ఇంకోటి దాంట్లో number of sessions we can configure. We can. So in this configuration, right, no one session is dependent upon other session. Suppose దీంట్లో ఏదో error ఉంది, it is going to be failed, but this will be,
It doesn't affect.
it doesn't affect. It is going to be run as usual. So like that. But here, right, whenever the configuration, second one is this way. If you configure this one, mostly two ways we can do. Either we can keep the dependency, taking into dependency by checking fail parent task. Hmm? And also, if we don't give this option, if we don't give this option, it's even though first will fail, it will move to second. If we want by any cost, they all the jobs has to be executed means this should be unchecked. If we suppose we know that this is loading a table to b, this one loading b table to c. That means once b table loading, this activity has to be started. That means this is going to be depend upon this loading. Then only we are going to set this one failed parent task. Whenever this fails set, it won't to trigger this one. That is the thing. Okay, we will coming sessions we can see the stuff. Presently not required. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the override query. Yeah, last time I have let me show the query it has generated in this. To see in this log file only you can see what is the query it has generated. Whenever source is a table, whenever source is table, source qualified transformation generate the query at the time of execution. So write the select and search for this one. Go here, see here, we found the query. This is the query generated by system. And yeah, we already saw in the source qualifier by clicking that button. If you don't click also here, at the time of execution it will create like that. Internally it is going to execute that query, and after executing this one it will bring the data to the nested transformation. If any transformations logics are there, it will applicable, then it is going to be loading the data like that. Paragraph wise data, how many records loaded here. If you see highlighted one, 14 records loaded. So two ways we can see, either from the log file we can see, or run property, get run properties. This is the one source. Yeah, get run property is the one. How many records source, and how many records reached to target, how many records affected, how many records rejected. This is Yeah. What is mean by throughput? Throughput means per second how many bytes of data moving from source to target is called throughput. So this is the throughput is the terminology, but interview point of the touch.
Estimate
Mm,
accuracy will be
correct. Throughput. Throughput. What is throughput? um, yeah, performance how it is low or high also we can see based on the throughput size. Sometimes right 15 16 like that numbers you can see instead of 742 here
అన్న
you can see 42
ఇంటర్వ్యూలో త్రోపుట్ ఎర్రర్ అంటారు కదా ఏంటన్నది అది?
throughput error also lately coming to the passing from source to target. What is throughput? Throughput in the sense why per second how many records are passing from source to target. It's called throughput. Throughput error means yeah maybe it's network kind of error it comes and so yeah now did I run? No, I have not run right. Yeah, if I run that query will be changed. Start workflow I have done. See the method, it's failed. See why it has failed? Why it has failed? Uh,
అక్కడ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ అక్కడ స్ట్రింగ్ ఉంది, ఒకటి డెసిమల్ ఇంటిజర్ ఉంది.
no, no, read the message and you have to tell Akhil, you are a very active person.
సో ఫైల్ ఓపెన్
Bah, wait, man. Let them uh, let them understand the error. వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఫెమిలియర్ అవ్వాలి కదా. మ్మ్. మీరు చూడండి సో మనం ఏంటి టార్గెట్ ఫైల్ ఫస్ట్ సారి క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏదైతే ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసామో సేమ్ నేమ్ పెట్టాం కానీ డేటాలో మనం ఫైల్ నేమ్ చూసిన తర్వాత క్లోజ్ చేయాలి సో yeah the file should be closed but by mistake right what I have done the file I kept open and proceed for execution so it is going to be try the override that file but file already in process right that means opened it cannot override whenever informatica server it is not override it will throw the error man the file which I am going to override it is going to be used by some other process means used by some other person. Or types employee details. Where? Oh, okay. Excel sheet, right? Uh, this is the data. I have to close. Employee details. Details. This is the. mm, got it. Okay. Simply, I just closed that. I have not touched the code after seeing the error. One more thing, Informatica, the heavy trick point, understanding the errors also, uh, our job will be easier. Error, sir, yeah, two ways we can execute it. Either we can execute here, start workflow, and by clicking session, start task. Remember, suppose I told right number of sessions we can configure. In that case, only one session we have to execute. That time, right click that particular session which we are executing, start task. The other way is go to monitor. In that monitor, just go to the workflow, click restart. What is this restart? Just I am clicking restart. Um, let me. These three ways we can run. This time executed. What is the mistake we have done last time? We have opened the target file. We kept in the open mode. So yeah, now we can see the file should be overridden with these four records.
certain data.
Now,
Okay, not null records.
yeah, not null records only we have given right
You need to
to
know how
the
to debug them.
yeah debugging nothing but the
Errors for that.
yeah, this is a very, very important, but not now. I am going to read how you debug the mapping whenever you are encountered the fails. Any ETL tool, even you received interview questions in talent also, based on the dependent debugging mode, debugging deployment. These are all common questions between. As where is our? This is see here. My God, 425 update. నేను ఇంకా ఏం చెప్పలేదు కదప్పా Okay, okay, okay. 20 minutes. My manager the time. Okay. Yeah. EMP. This is the one. Okay. Let me open this file. I will show. Right? So how I'm going to apply this condition by using the where class. I'm going to apply the condition. So the second way I'm showing, the second way I'm showing, I'm removing the, I'm removing the this where class condition. Way transmission create filter. Which one is the very very easy transformation filter? The name itself telling. mm, the name itself telling it is going to be filter the records based on the condition. What is filter transformation? Filter is the active transformation. It is going to be active. Why it is active? It is going to be, for example, I have given 14 records, and also I have given one condition. Whatever the records matched that condition, those records only going to be passed to the target. The other records are going to be controlled here only at filter transformation. So so EMP rename job. Third column is wrong. Job. It is going to be if it is not at the proper rate, our work will be slow. Means practice will be slow. So please please take a same order. Commission department number, department number, higher rate, salary, perfect. Yeah, just what we have done, just filter transmission we have done, taken input columns we have taken, output we have given the connections. After that, we just double click here. We can see the properties. Means what are the properties available? Transformer here, nothing just only we can see the what is the name. There are ports. Ports means in Oracle we call it as columns. We call informatica ports. Port means column. So see here ports properties. Here by default condition is true. True means all the record will pass to target. But true means all the records will pass. Once we click this one, go to ports, double click on the column which we want to apply the condition. Yes, 30. I will give, yeah, same condition instead of commission is not null. Mm, let me validate it. Yes, ఇక్కడ function will be there. So function is null is not null. We have function. All functions we have to go. Each function we have to test and practice. Is null. Is number. This one is null. So is null, right? Yeah.
Not is null of కదమ్మా.
Yeah, correct. I have to put not in front of commission. Not is null. Not is null is not there. Suppose this one will be valid, but mm, I want not is null. So
నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు నార్మల్ సింబల్ అది
mm,
లైక్ ఎక్స్క్లమేటరీ మార్క్ అది
yeah, not is null. Let me see this way. Okay, actually, um, apply. Okay. Simple. What I am expecting? I am expecting wherever commission is null, those will be filtered. The commission is values. Those record has to be reached to target. That four records only I am expecting. So let me close that file. If I open, yes, I open. I am closing. Not to fail the job. Mm, Control S. Everybody Sunday should be place the resume. Uh, Man, yeah, today also got two calls. One is from entity and another one is from uh, Imran. What about your Tech Mahindra? They no update. Huh?
No update.
You
ఇది
have
కాల్
not
చేసి
received any
లిఫ్ట్
update.
చేయట్లేదు.
Uh, Fine, fine.
మెసేజ్ చేశాను కానీ రిప్లై లేదు అసలు.
Okay, okay. సో ఈరోజు టెక్ మహేంద్ర మనోడు ఇంకొకరికి కూడా వచ్చింది కాల్. సో దాని గురించి నీకు ఏదైనా వచ్చుంటే
నాకు వచ్చింది అన్నట్టు టెక్ మహేంద్ర కాల్ వచ్చింది కానీ వాళ్ళు ఇంటర్వ్యూ సెట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు.
యా ఓకే ఓకే yeah, this extra transformation, right? This is extra transformation. Yeah, once we refresh the session, I shown you right how to refresh mapping. This is the way to refresh the mapping. Once we refresh mapping, SQL will control S. Then it will. So what is the change? The change is we have brought an extra transformation, that is filter transformation. We have to use the filter transformation to load. Okay, piloted. Nothing changes there. Yeah, yeah. Source was here. Correct only. Target the file only. Already output file name we have given and the file name also given. Control S. Start. Sorry.
Non create file. So non create file if does not exist an option.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, I showed that one also. File వచ్చేసరికి ఓవర్ రైడ్ అవుతుందా?
So if actually that's for the first time, should create.
Append data in the append that system. You see, source how many records passed? 14 records.
Already got.
But target how many records? We got 4 records. So whatever the records got that filter transmission. So there's two ways we can filter. If source is table, database table, when we can write the query, we can write the query whenever source is database table. If we have received the source is file, will we create the override query? No, we cannot write the query. So source మనకి ఫస్ట్ మ్యాపింగ్ ఉంది కదా, ఫస్ట్ మ్యాపింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి
5 to 10.
ఫైల్ టు టేబుల్ లోడ్. ఫైల్ టు టేబుల్ ఇక్కడ సారీ ఇది వర్క్లో మ్యాపింగ్లో file. If you open that file to just I want to show you the disable mode. First mapping file to table. Open. This is file actually that day we have developed. This file source call for transformation bracket. If you open this one, the option will be disabled. Code properties, source query, so SQL query. SQL query option will be disabled. You can't write it. I have clicked this one, but no, you cannot write it. Yeah, because why? The source is file. ఇక్కడ దానికి ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ ఒకటి ఉంది. ఏంటి? Can we write override query whenever we have taken source is a file? Can source వచ్చేసరి can we write override query in SQL source qualifier query. Source qualifier. Can we write source qualifier when source is flat file? Answer is no. It doesn't support file గా తీసుకున్నప్పుడు doesn't support. No, this is for yeah. So yeah, now I'm going to explain about the
సోర్స్ క్వాలిఫైడ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అయిచాం.
correct source qualifier properties point of view. I have to raise somebody. Filter transformation, right? Nothing is there to explain. Only and or operator, with help of and or operator, we can use one more condition. But all the condition, for example, here I put and And if I take another port like salary as greater than 1000, mm, greater than 1500, like that. If I am man, these are all comes under how many conditions? These are all comes under one condition only. You should remember, because under operator, if we are going giving under operator, it is going to be check this condition and this condition both should be satisfied. Then only the result will give. Under operator, by mentioning the under operator, I can give multiple conditions. So that means filter conditions supports multiple conditions. No, these are all conditions like 10, 10 under operators, 10 R operators you use, you give 20 conditions also. It is comes under only one condition. So that one. So uh, there is no default group. Default group means rejected records. For example, just now, see, just now whatever we have developed, 14 records completely we have taken right source. 4 records we sent to target. Remaining 10 records rejected. That means rejected. So where we are sending? We are not sending anywhere. We are not sending anywhere. Those reject records we are just keeping aside. So we are stopping here only rejected records. Uh, so in order to override this functionality, we got another transformation, which is a routed transformation. In the coming session, I will explain that one. Now we will go to source qualified transformation. Source qualified transformation, right? This is for why this is option override option. Override option for going to create the query. Use the different purpose. This one, suppose we are going to get the data from the multiple tables. Yesterday I showed that multiple tables. So we have to pass the join condition. That join condition, how we can give? Here also we can give like e dot dept number is equal to d dot dept number. Like that, that condition we can give whenever multiple joins. Sorry, multiple tables. We are getting the data to apply the join operation. We use source filter. Source filter point of view, whatever the condition we can get. Yeah, this is very important question actually. What is the use of source filter whenever where condition is there? Mm, ఇక్కడ in the override query we have a condition where dpt number equal to 10. That means only 10 department related data only need to pass to target. We have another filter condition also. Control C, source filter. Here it will do. So this, for example, 20 I have given. Since Imran, you have already batch completed. See here, I have given one condition here 10, department number 10. Here 20 I have given. Both are the filters only. Here where class filter, here source filter. So
Which one will execute first?
correct. Which will execute and which will give the data, or both will execute. That is the question faced by us last time. You remember or not? Whenever asked. సో ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో వచ్చేసరికి ఈక్వరీ డేటా వచ్చింది 10తో సక్సెస్ అయింది. So any modifications we done, what we have to do?
Refresh.
Refresh the market. Control S.
It will be for అన్సేవ్డ్ చేంజెస్ అన్నట్టు తెలియదు.
Mm, mm.
సో
Excellent mark. Unsaved changes are there. So once we click the Control S button, yeah, the saved section. Let me see the result first. Before that, let me see the either mapping is executed or not running. Yes, executed. Query. Mm, ఒకటి
జస్ట్
man,
అప్లై
see,
చేసి
the
వస్తుంది.
name is the terminology is different. ఒక్కసారి అదే ఎందుకని ఒక ఈటీఎల్ టూల్ ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళు రెండో ఈటీఎల్ టూల్ నేర్చుకోవడం చాలా ఈజీ. అందుకని ఇంటర్వ్యూలో మేము ఏం చెప్పమంటారంటే ఏదైనా ఆర్ యూ ఓకే టు అది చూడ రన్ చేస్తుంది ఫైల్ ఓపెన్ హలో
అమ్మాయి
సరే రిఫ్రెష్ రిఫ్రెష్ రిఫ్రెష్
ఇంటిగ్రేట్ ఆప్షన్
చెప్పారు సార్ కరెక్ట్గా
విషయంలో సో ఎప్పుడే క్రియేట్ అయినారు.
Yeah. You say job executed, but data not kept. But it is telling three records loaded. So why it is a three record? See here, source qualified itself giving the three. ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి టార్గెట్ వచ్చేసరికి జీరో. Correct.
ఐదర్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ అన్నమాట.
What is the answer? Uh, okay, one thing we will do. Tell me any of the condition which matches the both. So
So once open the records so that we can
understand that. So ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి
so start from
ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి మనకి నల్ల అయి ఉండాలి
no no
30
we are filtering based on the department.
డిపార్ట్మెంట్ మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే 10లో ఉండాలి 30 ఉండాలి. ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేసరికి కొరియర్ అనేది ఆ కొరియర్ అనే ఉంటే ఓకే
So we give only one condition.
యా కరెక్ట్. హియర్ లెట్ మీ చెక్ ద సెషన్ లాగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. There is no error. So here
So filter
find
filter culture.
select. So you see whatever the query we have written, right, that one executed. So just that one those record has to be passed, right?
Whatever for this target. Can I go find it?
Mhm.
So find it. No data in no for
సో ఓకే రికార్డ్ నెంబర్ 10 కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే కండిషన్ మారుద్దాం. కండిషన్ మార్చి
direct in that source
డిపార్ట్మెంట్ పేటిఎం ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10 వచ్చేసరికి దాంట్లో ఏమన్నా సో ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్ వచ్చేసరికి ఇద్దాం. ఈఎంపీ నెంబర్ వచ్చేసరికి
very prepared. It took only 3 records, but while actually loading it to target,
మనకి 10 అనేది ఇది వచ్చేసరికి కొరి అని చెప్పింది. కొరి
very 3 records actually. The department
కాదు,
number
కాదు.
10 is available.
10  uh, 10 Yes. Uh,
Row number
part
10.
number 10.
So it
What is
proposed
the
three
code we
records.
have to do? ఇక్కడ
సో కింద ఈక్వల్
దీంట్లో
20 తీసేసింది.
దీంట్లో ఏమి ఇచ్చాము? 10 ఇచ్చాము. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ వర్క్ 10. సో
ఒకసారి ఇదంతా
ఈ
తీసేసి
కండిషన్ వచ్చేసరికి వెయిట్ ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఈఎంపిఎన్ఓ ఈఎంపిఎన్ఓ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10. 7 and 3 ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు 7 and 3 ఏంటంటే
వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఐడి
వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఐడి ఫ్రమ్ ద సో ఇది ఫస్ట్ ఫిల్టర్ అయిపోవాలి. ఓన్లీ 3 ఇవ్వాలి, అప్పుడు ఇది రన్ అవ్వాలి. సో మనం ఫైనల్గా టార్గెట్గా ఈ వర్క్ రికార్డు రావాలి. సో అటువంటి రిక్వైర్మెంట్ అప్పుడు ఈ రెండు కండిషన్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. రిఫ్రెష్ చేస్తాం.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు అట్లానే అండ్ యూజ్ చేసి కూడా రన్ చేయొచ్చు కదా సార్.
అండ్
అదే.
కాదు మన ఏంటంటే మెయిన్ ఏంటంటే రెండు కొరీస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, రెండు కండిషన్స్ రెండు ప్లేస్లు ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఒకటేమో వేర్ క్లాస్ ప్లేస్, మనం వేర్ క్లాస్ ఇవ్వడానికి కండిషన్ ఇవ్వడానికి, రెండోదేమో ఫిల్టర్ కండిషన్ అని ఇంకొక కండిషన్ అడుగుతుంది. ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏది పనిచేస్తుందని చూపించడానికి మనం
అన్న ఫైల్ కాల్ చేశారు.
సక్సెడెడ్ జీరో రికార్డ్స్. సో the issue is not from
రన్నింగ్ లోనే ఉంది కదా అది ఇంకా.
లేదు రన్నింగ్ అయిపోయింది. See here, it's already completed.
నెట్ సెషన్ లో
ఇది ఎంపీ ఓవర్
448 ఫైల్ గేట్ ఇప్పుడే అయింది అది లోడ్.
ఓకే లేదు
సెపరేట్ అయితే ఫైల్ వాళ్ళకి రికార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఆ లిస్ట్కి ఫైల్ కాలం
అదే నేను వచ్చిన
ఓన్లీ కాలం ఇది ఉంటే అసలు కండిషన్ ఒకటే తీసుకుంటారు.
కాదు అప్పుడు తీసుకున్న 3 రావాలి కదా.
అక్కడ ఒకసారి చూసుకోవాలి సార్.
ప్రాపర్టీస్. ఓకే ఫస్ట్ లెట్ మీ
అన్నం పెట్టేసి డైరెక్ట్
ఇది ఓకే అండ్ అని చెప్తే అక్కడ ఒకటే వచ్చింది. నా ఇంటెన్షన్ అది కాదు. టు షో which query is high priority, this is the priority, it will go into queue. But okay, let me see, check the error log might be rejected records are there to create the one. So what you have to is rejected fine.
రిజెక్టెడ్ బ్యాడ్ అని వస్తుంది. సో ఫైల్ బ్యాడ్ ఫ్లో
Rejected or reject.
రిజెక్టెడ్ ఫర్ 0.
So hey man,
ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు టేక్
కాదు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం చూడు తిక్కుల పని. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చామా. సో వై దిస్ వన్ దిస్ ఫిల్టర్ కండిషన్ తీసేసి కదా మనం టెస్ట్ చేయాల్సింది. మనం ఫిల్టర్ కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫైలో వేరే కండిషన్ ఉంది. ఆ ఫిల్టర్ కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వాలి, ఇది సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పినప్పుడు ఇంకో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కావాలి. నేను ఏంటంటే ఒకటే మ్యాపింగ్ తీసుకో అన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇస్తుంటే ఇలా ఉంటుంది. సో జాబ్ రెస్యూమ్ ఎంజిఆర్ తప్పు రాశారు. డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నేమ్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? నెంబర్ ఓకే. హైర్ డేట్ లాస్ట్ కాల్.
Sal top fourth call.
We have to keep on file with the same section. లేకపోతే మనకి
Drag and drop అయితే
డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్తో మనకి టక్కున పని అయిపోతుంది కదా. ఇంకొక 8 minutes ఉంది. ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఇది వచ్చేసరికి డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ 10 తీసుకున్నాం కదా. సో అక్కడికి వచ్చేసరికి సో వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు వర్క్ అనేది రెండు వర్క్ అవుతాయా లేదా ఒకటే వర్క్ అవుతాయా లేదా ఒకటి ఒమిట్ అవుతుందా?
డేటాబేస్ లెవెల్లో వర్క్ అవుతుంది కదా అది.
ఒక్క నిమిషం మిస్టర్ ఇమ్రాన్,
అన్న
డేటాబేస్ లెవెల్లో నీ ఆన్సర్ని బట్టి నాకేమవుతుంది అంటే నా క్వశ్చన్ నీకు అర్థం అవ్వట్లా. సో మనకి వచ్చేసరికి రెండు కండిషన్స్ ఇచ్చాను. ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్
అదే అన్న, నువ్వు అవుట్పుట్ ఏది వస్తుంది అని, సోర్స్ క్వాలిఫైర్ క్వరీ వస్తుందా లేకపోతే ఏ క్వరీ వస్తుందా అని.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ అది నా డౌట్. ఇదిగో డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ 10 వచ్చిందా, ఇది వచ్చిందా అని, లేదా ఇది రన్ అయ్యి దాని రిజల్ట్ ఇది వచ్చిందా. అప్పుడు యాక్చువల్గా ఇదే వేరే క్లాస్ అదే ఓవర్ రైట్ క్వరీ ఉంది కదా,
అదే
హై ప్రయారిటీ అనమాట.
అది కొంచెం స్పీడ్ ఉంటుంది అన్న, డేటాబేస్ లెవెల్లో తీసుకుంటుంది అని చెప్పి అది రన్ అవుద్ది అంటే
స్టార్ట్ త్రీ రికార్డ్స్ ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ విచ్ ఇస్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ ద వేర్ క్లాస్, అదే ఓవర్ రైట్ క్వరీ. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి
ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారన్న, ఇది చాలా సార్లు అడుగున్నారు.
అప్పుడు
ఆప్షన్స్ ఇచ్చాడంటే ఇట్ యాక్చువల్లీ అంతే కదా.
చెప్తాను ఇప్పుడు
ఆప్షన్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఇట్ వర్క్ కాదు.
ఇది తీసుకో, ఇవన్నీ కాపీ పేస్ట్ కొడుతున్నాను. దీంట్లో 14 రోజులు ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టేట్మెంట్ 22. సరే, క్వశ్చన్స్ క్రియేటివ్ వీటికి ఈరోజు క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైతే వచ్చినాయి వాటిని మనం క్వశ్చన్ ప్రిపేర్ చేద్దాం. 10 క్వశ్చన్స్, నిన్న 10 ఈరోజు 10 మొత్తం